Oh, good evening. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hope you guys all had a great Thanksgiving. Man, I don't know what it is already. This instant change in weather is just kicking my butt already.
It's brutal.
Just like
Terrible.
Not. I mean, I can tell you got something
I
going
got a
on.
little something going on. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I've just been like, I mean, I'm still. The good thing about it is, in recent weeks, I've actually managed to get myself on like a normal sleep schedule, accidentally
that's
too.
helpful. No, that's good.
Yeah, so now I'm like, because at first, so I was staying up till like 3 to 5 in the morning and then sleeping in, and then I got on this kick of where I was, I was getting up at like anywhere from like 1 to 4 a.m. every day.
Really?
Getting up.
And staying up
And
like
then
for the
and then
day?
staying up.
Holy crap.
And then I gradually brought it back into like, I think last week I was getting up around 5 or 6, and then this week I've been getting up between 7 and 8 and going to bed at like between like 10 and midnight. So
there you go.
pretty solid.
That's good.
So
Yeah, normal
right in the nick of time too. So
Yeah, having a regular, not saying in terms of the time that you sleep, but having a schedule is important.
right.
It's good for your health. Really.
It is. And like, I don't know. I feel, even those days, like where I was getting up super early, I was still very productive and it was good. But, the days now, like with the snow and, the time change that we've settled into, I'm waking up like fully rested
Yeah.
and like ready to go. And even at like 7, 8 a.m., I feel super productive early on. And then my whole day is just
That's the best.
so
Isn't it the
good.
best? I love it.
You can't underestimate
the
it.
whole day to just
There's so many times where
get
you're
stuff
like,
done and you can just do what you want.
yeah, you want the times where you're like, oh, I want to stay up late. I want to be able to like, take
sure.
advantage of the full night. But then like,
Sure.
once you get back to that regular schedule, you're like, wow, this feels good. You know,
It's got yeah. Because like you get when you're going to bed at around the same time every day, every night, and then it's like 20 minutes past the time you normally go to bed. You're
Right.
like you're ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah. Because
Regular
now,
sleep.
like, there were times when I was staying up late where I'm like, man, I'm not gonna go to sleep.
Yeah.
And then now where it's like it hits like 10, 11, and I'm struggling to stay
Right.
awake.
Right.
And
Right.
waking up at 7, 8 a.m. now is good because of how much daylight we have. So,
Which is hardly any.
right. But the earlier you're up, the longer it feels.
Yeah.
you know?
That's true. That's
Just
true.
even though it's still dark at 6 a.m. You know.
Yeah. It is.
But anyway,
And these temperatures have just been stupid.
Oh, man,
For
you
this
know,
early in
so-
December, this is like abnormally cold.
yeah, you guys don't know this, but I detail cars on the side, and I swear, like from June, July to October, sweating my balls off
Oh yeah.
cleaning cars, you know. And then we had this one week, like not even a week later, where we dropped, and I took a job out in Latonia, or was it Latonia? Is that where I was?
I thought you were in Elyria.
Elyria, that's right.
By Cleveland,
Elyria,
west of Cleveland. Yeah.
Elyria,
Latonia,
Ohio.
like, no.
And it was like 40.
Yeah, but
40
it
was the
super-
high.
It was really
windy.
too, so it made it.
And it was
feel a
pretty
lot
cold.
colder.
It was cold. And then, and then from there it just dropped into the like low 30s, 20s really
Yeah.
fast.
I mean, it's supposed to be like 0 tonight,
Yeah.
which is, I mean, that's not that we're used to that
Mm-hmm.
in like January, February. Yeah, not this early, like in December.
It was like,
Typically, we don't get those temperatures
Yeah.
right now.
What day was that? It was recent. It was like last Friday. We got a lot of snow. Was it Friday?
Well, we had some Friday, and then we had a bunch Tuesday morning, just a couple days ago.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Because I actually, for the first time, got stuck.
Yeah, we had like 5.5 inches of
All the
snow.
plows were out already.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, it was kind of not a fun drive into work that morning, but
Yeah.
yeah, you know.
Yeah, but so I watched Frankenstein this week.
Yeah, what did you think?
So way better than I thought it was going to be.
I agree.
I mean, Guillermo del Toro is just phenomenal when it comes to anything he creates. But
Yeah,
it was just like, I loved how deep we got into the whole story
yeah.
with Victor and
The way they spun it too, especially at the end, is
Yeah.
very different than the book.
yes,
Changed the narrative a little bit, which I thought was kind of cool. It was kind of like, he was forgiving Victor
Right.
for all of the stuff. Even, Victor was terrible to him.
Oh yeah, for
Horrible
sure.
to him. And, yeah.
Yeah, and I loved how it started off with him like attacking them, like being the monster, and like
Yeah.
setting it up for like, oh, this is like this
Yeah.
brutal,
Right.
unhinged monster, and then
Wasn't
you get
that-
the full story that leads back up to that moment, and it
Yeah.
comes
Wasn't
full
that way at all.
circle.
Yeah, I thought it was well done.
It was really well done. That actor did a really good job. What crazy? Andrew Garfield was originally supposed to play him.
Yeah, I think I read that somewhere.
Yeah, and then some kind of scheduling conflicts came up, and then got cast.
Yeah.
Which I think he did.
Well, I think
incredible.
he did great. I liked it a lot.
And Oscar Isaac is
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it was good.
yeah, it was solid. Watched that. Watched Train Dreams the other day.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for that. I want to watch that. I'm a Joel Edgerton fan. I really
Joel
like him.
Edgerton's really good. I
really
think he's a
like
really
him.
underrated actor.
I think he is too. But I really like him.
And what's her name? Plays his wife in it.
Yeah.
Can't remember.
I can't either.
She was in Rogue One. If you've seen it, she
Right.
played Jyn Erso.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like that'll be an interesting
Super
movie.
solid. I mean, a slow burn. Another one. Not really long though either.
Yeah.
But just really good. I mean, it's another one of those movies that's probably going to fly under the radar for a while.
Yeah.
Until people catch it because it just came to Netflix. But that was good. Another one I want to recommend to you guys and you and my mom to watch. It's going to be gone in like 3 weeks because it's coming off of Netflix.
Okay.
But it's called Don't Worry, Darling.
Huh.
It's got Harry Styles and Florence Pugh, Chris Pine, a
Interesting.
couple other big actors, but super crazy movie.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, Don't Worry, Darling on Netflix. Check it out. It's insane.
I'm putting it on my list.
Yeah,
right
add it
now
to the
as we
notes.
speak. It's going to go on the list.
I happened to just sit down and watch that with her the other day. Even from the get-go, it's just not what you expect by the time you finish it. It's crazy.
Okay.
But yeah, really good. Yeah, and other than that, recent watches, I've just been keeping up on Mayor of Kingstown and Landman, and that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So, you brought up like foray into movies, and so I kind of came across this article. I saw it on Twitter, I think, and I think like the headline was like how Bill Clinton killed radio, and I was like, oh, I'm intrigued by this.
Okay.
So I did, I read the article or pieces of the article, and I started doing a little research. So. And this is like one of those things that, that happened that really flew under the radar for a lot of people. He passed this Telecommunications Act in 1996.
Okay.
And so prior to that being in effect, basically there were a lot of restrictions about radio and TV stations. Like there were restrictions on how many radio stations a company could own. There were restrictions about you couldn't have a company could not own a TV network and a radio station in the same market.
Okay.
And so Bill Clinton passes this, and it's like, he's like, oh, it's going to make it level the playing field. It's going to make it fair for everybody, which we all know now that's not at all what happened.
Not the case.
And, I don't know. I mean, I grew up in a different time than you did, but like we only had over-the-air radio. But I remember, especially as a young person, like in high school and college, like college radio was a big fucking deal. Like, especially if you wanted to listen to anything that was not mainstream.
Okay.
Right. All those sort of under the radar bands, the college bands, the new wave stuff, the punk stuff, that was all being played on college radio.
Yeah.
And, it was like students were the DJs, and it was kind of fun and kind of cool. And where I went to college was near a larger university that had a radio station like that. So we could tune into that. And so anyhow, so this gets put into effect, and essentially what happens is like over-the-air radio just dies because what it allowed them to do essentially took those restrictions away. So now you have iHeartRadio, or iHeart Media is what they're called now. They own almost 900 radio stations in this country.
Holy crap.
So basically they're controlling exactly what gets played. And wow. It's the same stuff on all of those platforms.
Yeah.
They're not playing anything that's not
It's like indie
mainstream.
or anything. Yeah.
Right. And
That's a shame too.
It is a shame. It kind of
So
sucks.
many artists that go unnoticed.
Yeah,
Because of that.
right.
Especially rising artists. That
I mean,
are,
they had
well.
almost a $4 billion revenue. They generated almost $4 billion in revenue last year.
Wouldn't you think that number would go up if you did try to shed some light on those other people, or no? Or is it because the mainstream's so big?
I think the problem is the mainstream game is the problem. It's like, it had an effect on music. So it sort of allows the large platform, or not platforms, but the large record companies and studios to push because they're willing to pay. That's what it comes down to.
Right.
And we talk about that all the time on this show, how everything revolves around money.
Yes.
So they're willing to pay to have their stuff played.
Right.
Whereas if you're an indie artist, you don't have that budget. You don't have, even if you have a record deal, if it's not with a Sony or Warner Brothers or whoever else is out there, or the big and that, the backing you and pay to have you played, which is bullshit in my opinion, that you have to pay people to play your stuff on a radio is stupid. But and that also affected news media. If you think about it, that was 1996. And what happened was you saw this shift in the news media where you had cable news networks that were coming out. We're kind of like, oh, we're going to be different than the CBS or ABC or NBC.
Right.
And and then what did that lead to? It led to this whole idea of like, we can kind of redefine what news is and how we deliver it to our consumers.
That's crazy.
Because we control it.
Yeah,
we control it all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and and like, I guess we're lucky now to live in the age where like talking about small small podcasts, small indie artists.
Right.
Luckily, we have these services like Spotify, YouTube, Apple, Amazon, where you can just upload your content for free
and just put it out there.
Like my band, like we just got our Spotify Wrap for the year.
Yeah.
And like without that, people wouldn't know who we are.
Exactly.
I mean, like we can't afford to put our music on a radio.
And no, please don't take offense to this when I say this, because I don't mean it like it might sound, but it's like the style of music that you guys play.
Yeah. So the metal genre in general has never hit mainstream, really.
No.
I mean, if you want to get into Pantera and Deftones and Disturbed, but like
but
that's mainstream metal,
right? Like I was gonna say, like even the edgy '80s bands, the Motley Crues and stuff. It's like if I listen to those bands today, and it's like it sounds so clean, it's so commercial,
right?
It was commercial metal.
Yes.
You were marketing this whole. It was like a concept.
Yeah.
Like the hair and the outfits and the makeup and all that and the videos with the girls and the motorcycles and it was, and they were all doing it.
Yeah. And that's where metal's changed quite a bit over the last couple decades. Is like it is more just the music for the most part anymore. Yeah. Not really the stage presence or the show. It's like and like you said, it's never really hit even now. Like even in the metal scene, there are mainstream metal bands compared to some others, but
of course.
For us, like we got to see, we hit like 68 some countries this year.
That's freaking awesome, though.
And like all these listeners like around the world, and it's incredible. And like without that, we wouldn't have a following,
right? And you think about the '80s too, when MTV came out, like that was such a huge marketing tool for bands, where it's like music videos.
Yeah, playing music video on MTV.
And it gets on MTV, and it's like that was sort of like a little jump start. But MTV, even at the time, they did a piece. It was like on Friday nights or Saturday nights at like 10 to 1 or 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. The guy's name was Kurt Loder that used to host it, and I can't remember the name of the show. 120 minutes, maybe.
Okay.
So it was only a 2-hour show.
Oh, okay.
But they featured bands that had made music videos, but they were not on the regular cycle of the mainstream stuff videos that they were playing throughout the day.
Right.
So it gave exposure. They were trying to do that.
And you even had bands that would come on radio shows and play live.
Oh yeah.
And do like live studio performance.
That was a
and that's thing. Still a thing now, but not as big as it was. Now it's more like a lot of YouTube channels have stuff like that. Like there's the Tiny Desk concerts,
Right.
where they have like this
Right,
little
through,
thing where you know,
National NPR or
something
whatever
like
that
that.
does that. Yeah.
But yeah, like stuff like that now.
Right.
And
But you're right. That was a big deal, like the American Bandstand and that type of stuff. In England, it was like Top of the Pops is what it was called, I think.
Yeah.
And when bands got the opportunity to play there, that gave them a ton of exposure.
right. Yeah, and like nowadays, like it's hard because, you know, the older you get to, it's more of like a, you know, you choose to go out and tour and be poor the whole time to try and get somewhere, or the best way is to market it yourself digitally, get a following,
Yeah.
and play shows to the people that know you.
And and are there to see you.
Right.
And
Yeah.
and those and those shows are great too, because
they're awesome.
those people that are coming to those shows are supporting those artists obviously by buying tickets, but they're buying merch there.
Right.
And that's a big piece of how those.
Yeah.
Those
And I know
types
you've
of
seen
people-
quite a few artists in the last few years that are about, you know,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
smaller. They
Oh,
come
yeah.
from, you know, people come from all over the country to see them if
Oh,
they
yeah.
know them. You
Oh
know?
yeah. Oh yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Right. And you might walk into a room and there might be 50 people there, but it's funny, like after the show, almost every one of those people is over there buying a vinyl or buying a t-shirt.
And
or
like having a
hat
conversation with the band members,
you
and
have a conversation with
you know, it's
the
not
artist.
like it's not like the mainstream where like you will never get 20 feet
No, right.
close to a celebrity or
No, exactly.
artist or whatever.
And yeah, 'cause-
And if you do, you got to pay like $1,000 to meet them and take
the
a
meet and
picture.
greet. Yeah. And
'Cause
stand there for 12 seconds to get your picture.
And I
taken.
did that with Jared Leto.
Oh, yeah, right,
I met
right.
I met 30 Seconds to Mars like 5 years ago, and it was cool. And I watched 2 of their shows in 1 week, but the time that you get for how much you pay it's outrageous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're just a person in a line. You
Yep.
go up, take a picture, say a few words, they sign something, and then
Yeah.
you're out.
Later. Yep.
And then you go stand and watch the show. But
Yeah. It's crazy.
yeah,
but-
it's not worth it.
No, no, it's not. But I get it. I mean, it's like for certain artists, that's the only opportunity you're going to get
Right.
to, get a picture with them or shake their hand or whatever. So
It is crazy though, because we've seen a big flux in like you talked about, like a lot of these smaller country artists that have surfaced over the last couple of years and that are like putting out some incredible music. And then like even some there's been some small indie filmmakers who have made some like absolute banger movies
yeah,
that are just like
same thing.
outshining Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I think we're starting to see a shift in the industries in a small way, but it's effective over time because of when you like art is like a record of our humanity. When you
Right.
think about it,
Right.
especially film and music, like
Absolutely.
that is a record of who we are as a
Yeah,
species.
I totally agree.
And I don't think that can be overstated. It's like, and then like even recently in the gaming community, that's also become such an oversaturated industry of just like dishing out all the same shit for more money and giving people the same product every single year. And then out of nowhere, there's a perfect example. There's this French studio who just made this game. It's called Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
I heard about this. Yeah.
So you've heard about it.
I have heard about it.
So they have swept the joystick awards already. And I'm playing it right now.
Okay.
I just started it last week, but it's insane what you can come up with when you actually like love what you're doing.
Yeah.
And like giving players or listeners or people that watch movies like something that they actually want.
Yeah.
It's insane. And the fact that you do it on a low budget and there's just nothing but blood, sweat, and tears put into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
that's
incredible. It's unreal.
And I think that's a testament exactly what you're talking about. Like that is a recording that will last forever about who we are as people.
Right.
Like you can't take that away from anybody. You can't take away the work that went into that
Right.
to make that happen. I was reading that I guess Netflix is considering doing user content
I saw that.
stuff.
Yeah.
Because they want to try to compete with YouTube.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I don't know if that'll come to fruition or what that'll look like.
Yeah, I've listened to quite a few podcasts lately who have brought that up, and they've seen, it's possible
Yeah.
to like end up on that, and
Yeah.
if that were to gain traction, I think one, that would make them a shit ton of money.
Well, yeah,
but
of course.
but also like get a lot of people out in the spotlight on another platform, you
Right,
know?
right.
And
Because I think YouTube is, while it's a great platform to get your stuff out there and doesn't cost you anything, it's pretty saturated.
it is right now. It's very,
I mean, it doesn't matter what your content is. There's a ton of people that are doing it.
yeah, and like everybody's got the same, like anyone who's creating content on YouTube or anything has the same kind of mindset. But like when you all do the same thing, or like we saw a massive flux in podcasts after COVID. Like,
Oh yeah, right.
you're all trying to climb up the hill at the same time,
Yeah.
and it's a tough environment.
But excuse me, but what I think, like what I love about what we're doing is like we're not trying to be Joe Rogan. We're
No.
not trying to be like whatever it is what it's going to be.
Right.
And we're going to just keep doing it. And
Yeah, and I think consistency is important,
Yeah.
with anything,
Right.
whether you make music or you have a podcast or YouTube channel or whatever it is you're doing. Consistency is probably the most important thing to achieve any goal.
yeah,
And I have struggled with that in the last few years of my life, but this has been one thing that has kind of disciplined me to
yeah,
show up, do the work,
yeah,
put it in and just see where it goes,
right, right.
And like you said, we're not trying to be like the next big thing, but it's like,
Yeah, we're not sitting on this show talking about something that other people aren't talking about.
Right,
I mean, I don't even think that's possible.
yeah,
You know?
right. And but at the same time, I think in a way we might stand out a little bit just because we don't really have any kind of category we fit into.
Yeah, true.
The show essentially is just a place to hang out and talk
Whatever,
about stuff.
Yeah. We just talk about whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and like I'll go back to the music thing. Like my band, we've been doing this for, I don't know, 12 years, maybe longer. And we had a little hiatus at one point, but we've been working on an album for just about as long as we've been back together doing this. We had like 4 or 5 singles that we put out between 2021 and now, but we have a full album coming out next summer, and I'm super excited for it because that's another thing to like talk about, like the like care and like the humanity part of it and the love that you put into something. This is something all 5 of us have like worked really hard on,
Right.
that we feel could change us as a band. And it has changed us as a band, as a group, as friends. Like we've gone through things in the last couple of years that have, I think, made us a stronger group as friends and bandmates.
As people, but it also
But it speaks through the music too.
right. I was just going to say it. It's also like this evolution of your process and,
Right.
and how you're bringing different things out in you that you may not have done otherwise.
Yeah, and it's crazy. And then when you have 5 people doing that,
Yeah.
coming from all these different angles, like it changed our sound.
Yeah.
It kind of revolutionized each of us as musicians. Like made us better at what we do, made us more like, I don't know, I guess even for myself, like I grew up as a guitar player,
Right.
but I play bass in this band, and any bass players out there, most of you probably just play guitar, but good for anyone that actually plays bass full time. It's an instrument that I've grown to love almost more than guitar at this point, just because of how important the sound of it is and what it does for a group. But it's helped me challenge myself, and that's another thing.
Yeah.
That
So that's another like really positive thing that's come out of that process.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
like that growth and feeling challenged and allowing you to be creative in a different way.
Yeah. And then when, like we're hitting this new year off with some shows, and we're getting back at it, and it's going to be exciting to hopefully, maybe not. I don't know how much of the new music we'll get to play, but before you know it, by summertime, we'll probably be doing full shows of that stuff too.
Awesome.
So that'll be fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Very cool.
Yeah. So this is totally off topic.
Well, we don't really have a topic. So
No.
Whatever.
But I want to bring this up because I saw this and I'm just gonna get right into it. So hang on to your hats for a second. So I've been seeing all this conversation about LED headlights.
Oh.
Okay. And how like
you mean the ones that burn your retinas?
yeah, that's the ones where you can't see.
You literally can't see
Yeah.
if a car coming at you.
Right.
Yeah.
So some of it was stirring up on the internet over the last couple of weeks, and I saw a post last night. And it got me thinking. And I'm like, one, is there a reason that we switched to that kind of lighting for vehicles? Like, is it energy efficient? Is it like cheaper? Like, is it safer?
Probably the latter is how it was sold. Like, it's brighter light. Therefore, you'll be able to see more on the road and eliminate the chances that something might come
like an
out,
animal or something.
An animal might run out in front of you, or you'll be able to react quicker. So, yeah.
Okay, it's a catch-22 though, I think. Because when
1,000%.
you're on the opposite side of that vehicle,
Right.
and you probably have the same headlights. I know my new car has pretty bright lights, and that's just the standard, not when the brights are flipped on.
Yeah.
Which and that's the other thing that drives me nuts. My car automatically flips the brights on.
My truck does that.
I hate that. And I don't think I can shut it off. I don't think there's a way to do it.
I don't think you can. No.
No, it's a safety thing.
Yeah.
That's why my insurance is so low.
That's why I like having the truck, because I'm up higher. So it's not as bad.
Oh, yeah.
Unless I'm on like a hilly road, then it's not as difficult to, I don't have to wear sunglasses at night to be able to drive.
You don't have to wear your welding mask to drive.
It's like, what? I don't understand.
And I might be exaggerating, but
I don't think you are.
And you can all tell me if I'm crazy.
I don't think you're exaggerating.
But
because I've bitched about this too. So
I've thought about this though. The vehicle industry is one of the biggest growing industries next to like oil, big pharma, all that kind of stuff. It's a big industry.
It is. Yeah.
It makes a shit ton of money every single day.
Yep.
And so you think about they choose to take this. It's been quite a few years since we've had these, but it seems like they're getting brighter too.
I feel the same way. Yeah.
But when you think about it in a way, someone who approved it, or all these people that, like you said, sent it up the ladder to be a thing for production, it kind of feels like they're like, yeah, go ahead and do it because there is risk and reward with it. Because when you think about it, have the brighter headlights, you can illuminate the road, you can see deer, all that kind of stuff, whatever. But on the other side of that sword is, well, it could cause more accidents. People could get hurt. But at the same time, that's going to help the hospitals make money from accidents. Insurance companies are going to make a shit ton of money because people are getting hurt and cars are getting wrecked. And then at the end of the day, you're controlling the population. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
That might seem far-fetched, but that's where my mind went at 2 a.m. yesterday.
I'm buying what you're selling there, honestly.
I mean, is it that crazy, though?
No, it's not that crazy.
It sounds insane.
No. It may to some people who do not run in the same circles that you and I run in and talk about the things that we talk about. It may seem insane, but when you really think about the stuff that we've discussed here and that you hear and read about, I don't think it's that crazy.
It's not that far-fetched, I don't think.
And here's one of the things that I absolutely hate about the auto industry is like, and so back to the headlights real quick, and then I'm going to shift gears.
Okay.
So if every new car has those headlights, it's not like you can go, oh, I don't want one with those bright headlights.
Right.
They all have them. So if you want a new vehicle, that's what you got. So, but you think about all the things that have been essentially shoved down our throats over the years, like a seatbelt. Mm-hmm. You gotta wear a seatbelt. It's going to save your life if you get in a wreck. Now it's a law, every state it's a law to put it on, which is like, so if I don't want to wear it and I don't care if I might die in a car crash, you're going to give me a ticket? Okay. But
Yeah.
that the auto stop start thing, like they're doing away with that, I guess,
Yeah.
because it's proven that it doesn't really save you any money and fuel. But
Yeah, and I hate when I'm driving, I have to hit mine to turn it off.
oh yeah,
So
yeah.
like if I'm at a red light, it's not, it
And
goes
some of
to idle.
the newer ones you don't even have the option of turning it
that
off. It just
sucks.
happens. But like there was a you remember like probably like 3 years ago there was this uptick in people apparently forgetting about their children in the car. And
Yeah.
I just left my child in the back seat.
Yeah,
It's
it's insane.
162 degrees in here, and some kids died from it. And then there was this whole thing on our leaders were gonna go. We're gonna require that automakers put this like sensor thing or something in their back seat that would let you know that your kid's in the back seat. But all of these things that they've tried to sell to us as safety features just add cost.
They do. Yeah.
I mean, what's an average car cost today? I mean,
yeah.
that's another thing. Is that automakers are not even, they're like doing away with the car,
Right.
with the exception of a couple of them.
Yeah.
It's all SUVs,
Trucks.
and
Cyber
like that whole
cars.
like mini SUV thing is like a big
Yeah, I don't get that.
deal. Everybody's like, oh, I feel like I'm driving an SUV. No, you're driving a smart car that is classified as a
Yeah, it's like the
SUV.
standard like Tesla like sedan is like massive
yeah.
for no reason.
Right.
Like it's such a big car.
And those things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all those things, like all the people in charge are trying to tell you, well, these are safety features, like the whole thing about like, I don't know if you've ever had a vehicle that had the lane assist.
I have a lane assist, yeah.
Freaking hated that. I had that in
It's terrible in the freeway.
my car before I got my truck. I hated it. I was lucky enough that in that vehicle I could turn that off.
Is that the Volkswagen?
No, that was my my Acura.
Oh, I forgot about
Had
that one.
It had all of those things.
Yeah.
The lane assist and I don't know. There were all kinds of stupid. The one thing I did like was the adaptive cruise control thing. That was kind of cool. So it's like you set your cruise, and then if you approach the car within a certain distance between you and a car in front of you, it automatically like backs you down.
Yeah.
To like maintain a safe following distance. That was kind of cool because you didn't have to like shut it off or hit the brakes or whatever. It would just do it for you. It's
Right.
kind of neat. But
Yeah. I want to get, we're in this age of new cars. When I'm like in a good place financially and I'm ready to like buy my forever vehicle, at least forever for at least a couple decades, I want to find myself a nice old Land Cruiser.
oh, dude, those are sweet.
Those are badass. And get one and put like big floodlights on it and stuff so you can like light up a
Those
forest.
things are freaking sweet. Those old school ones from
Yeah, anywhere between
Yeah.
like the 70s and
in
80s,
like
I
the mid
think.
'80s, those were pretty cool. I had
Yeah.
I think I've talked about this before, but I had an '87 4Runner at one point. Man,
Oh, that sounds awesome.
I freaking hated to have to get rid of that thing. I think it was so freaking awesome. It was a stick shift, and it was a stick shift 4-wheel drive. You had to
Dang.
like get out and lock the hubs, and then put it in a 4-wheel. It was like that. It's not like
That's
like in my
crazy.
truck today. It's like, oh, I want to go 4-wheel. I just turn this dial, and I'm in 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
But that thing was so freaking awesome. So fun to drive.
So yeah, I think that's kind of like my dream vehicle at
Yeah.
this point.
Yeah.
For a long time, I was always like, because I was more into like not sports cars, but like I wanted like a 2000 Firebird Trans Am for a while, because it was like I didn't want a 79 because like the 79's cool, but like I wanted a newer one, but not like the new ones.
Yeah.
And the 2000 was like pretty awesome,
Yeah.
but then Pontiac doesn't make parts anymore, and
No, they don't make cars anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, GM did away with
can't
the
get
Pontiac.
parts for them. But
Right.
the Land Cruiser, I want something with 4-wheel drive.
I also
something
like
that's-
along the same lines as the Land Cruiser was the Scout.
Yeah.
Those were freaking sweet too.
Yeah.
Did you take the top off of them?
Yeah, that'd be
Those
sweet.
were cool. Like you could take the top off of the 4Runner that I had. I never did it, but you could do it because it had like the roll bar
Oh, okay.
right behind. It went all the way up to the ceiling. It was just behind the back seat.
That's
It was
awesome.
pretty cool.
So I'm gonna shift gears into something that I was thinking about it, and then I started watching some videos, and this guy. I wish I could remember. I'll have to credit the guy's name because I got all the info from him. But this guy was talking about dinosaurs and how we don't really like historically don't really know much about them, like really. And
Right.
He was talking about how people are like, oh, the dinosaurs were never mentioned in the Bible and like all this stuff. And it's like,
Yeah.
well, actually, they actually were,
Yeah.
but not with the
It's
word
not
dinosaur.
specific.
They used the word behemoth. They used, I think, Leviathan, stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
To describe these like giant beasts.
Yeah.
And Revelations and all that kind of stuff, I think. But what's interesting to think about is, and they say it was like, millions and millions and millions of years ago. So
Right.
even before humanity, but like,
Right. Yeah.
there's all this history between the Bible and historical archaeologists and stuff. Everybody, paleontologists, all that, have said that there were descriptions of like lizard beasts, reptilian creatures, dragons,
Yeah.
and they even back that far, dragons were considered dinosaurs. Like that's what they called them then. And the word dinosaur comes from, I think, is it Greek words? I think it's Greek.
I don't know.
But dino is mighty or what is it? Mighty or terrifying, I think, something like that. And then soar is lizard. So it's like mighty lizard or terrifying lizard, something like that.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So that's where the word comes from. But yeah, it's really interesting though, because like now when you think back, it's like maybe there were, humans and dinosaurs existed at one point.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking like 65 million years ago, but
Well, there continues to be a whole lot of conversation about how old the Earth is, how long humans have been on the planet, and so on and so forth. So is it out of the realm of possibility? No, but
don't
like
think
you
so.
said, I think the interesting part about it is that like we know so little about them. They dig up bones and they go, okay, it looked like this. This is what we think. Or
Right.
they find like a full skeleton and kind of can piece it together through computer
yeah.
graphics or whatever. But we don't really know a lot about like what was happening on the planet at that time,
Right.
at all.
No, I mean, and if we think back to even like Pangea, I mean,
Yeah.
when the world was one continent, and it's like, and then the time between them going extinct and like us like becoming a species, like it's also like I mean, it's like the longest game of telephone ever. Like you don't know what was actually here at what time at this. I mean,
You got
we all could have
10,000
coexisted.
different people that have different opinions and theories about like how all of those things happened.
Yeah, just like the pyramid stuff. We've talked about it
Yeah.
multiple times, but
Right.
like the Giza's like probably one of the most recognizable monuments on the planet that we almost know absolutely nothing about.
Right.
There's no hieroglyphics inside. There's one slab for like a tomb, and that's it. There's nothing in there of any record of any kind of religion, language, nothing.
Yeah.
But then you look at the rest of Egypt and all the stuff that they had, and it's like, why is that the one thing that has like zero?
Because I'm just going to say it, because I don't think it was used for what mainstream archaeology wants us to believe that it was used for.
No.
They try to tell us it's a tomb,
Yeah.
and that's not necessarily accurate.
And and when they first, I don't know if it was.
And then these mainstream archaeologist people, they just get all like crazy about it.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, and just like with the burning of Alexandria's library, is that what it was called?
Yeah.
Something like that. Between that and the construction of the pyramids and all these things in history, it is boggling to me, like mind-boggling to me that like, because we've talked about how like how could they have created that with the tools that they had available at the time. I truly believe there is a lost literature, knowledge, technology, all gone that existed at one point that no one will ever see or know.
Although I think there's a lot of it is missing, but there's also a lot of signs out there and a lot of drawings and things that are available that I think the mainstream wants to dismiss as just like, oh, these are just people that these are just some unsophisticated group of people somehow mapped out the entire galaxy.
Right.
Man, I mean, they had no tools. They had no. They just sat there and looked in the sky and had Mortimer over here like draw this out and okay, now let's
name
go.
all these constellations.
Yeah,
and planets and
and there's this little picture of this little person with it looks kind of like an alien riding on a UFO, but it's probably because they were on ayahuasca. They just
people probably don't think about this, but like the naming of the planets, like we did that at some point,
right?
Unless some other being came down from some part of the universe and said this is the name of all your planets in your solar system.
I mean, I think we've touched on this before on this show, but the Book of Enoch, which is essentially the same as the Book of Isaiah, but different in the sense that it specifically addresses these watchers that came to Earth and were giving people knowledge that they wouldn't have otherwise had. I think what I think is interesting to me is that when you hear people talk about the Book of Enoch, especially those people that want to be like, oh, this happened, but they also don't want to accept that the Bible's accurate,
right?
But the Book of Enoch is.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. The Book of Enoch's not in the Bible, and we can sit here and debate why it's not. I know, I have a suspicion as to why, but it's so. There is stuff out there that tells us that, but it's weird to me, like you said, that the vast majority of this information is apparently not available.
Right.
It's disappeared or
and
destroyed or whatever.
And there is hard evidence that modern archaeologists and carpenters and construction and everyone has tried to replicate some of these.
Oh yeah.
These structures,
right?
And it's not possible,
right?
Which, since we were talking about Giza and the Eiffel Tower being like the next thing that we built, did you see that it's starting to lean the other direction?
Oh no, I didn't.
Because I don't know if you knew this, but it's always leaned a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Towards I forget the river that's right there,
the Seine.
Yeah, it used to lean a little bit to like to the right towards that. Now it's leaning backwards. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if that's just. I mean, that thing's old.
Well, yeah, it was built for the World's Fair I don't remember. It was around World War One time frame, something like that.
So like 100-some years old.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But yeah, but somehow we managed to build that.
It blows my mind. Like when you're a kid and you start learning about like space and ancient history, like ancient empires. I had a class on that in high school. And then like science and religion, like it all is like separate categories, separate things that you're learning about as you grow up. Mm-hmm. But once you're older, you start to realize that all of that stuff,
it's like interconnected.
It's all interconnected and like more than we all think too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably by design also.
Yeah. And I think when you start to open your mind to a lot of it and accept a lot of it, and understand a lot of it from different angles,
right?
You can kind of appreciate, and whether you believe in all of it or some of it or not, it's just like it's kind of like they say we don't use most of our brain, and
very little. Right.
But I think when you're taking in all of that information and learning so much about who we are as a species, how we got here, what we believe in, how we created what we have around the world, and like where we're going next. It's just insane.
Yeah. And something that we haven't heard a lot about lately is the 3-eye atlas.
Yeah, I mean, they're constantly talking about it.
It's just sort of like I saw something a few days ago that said that now it's like heading towards Jupiter or something.
Yeah. And, you know, between Avi Loeb and all the other scientists out there, there is so much information on it now that it's kind of hard to follow it. But the main premise of it is it's still moving rapidly through the solar system, around the sun, towards Jupiter now.
Yeah.
And now they're detecting like pulses again. Like,
I read that too.
did you see that? Like almost like a heartbeat pulse that they were catching.
Yeah, I saw that.
And NASA still hasn't like been able to release any other information. Supposedly, they're not allowed to, or whatever.
They're not allowed to.
But I'm sure,
Yeah.
within time, we're probably going to get more information on that.
Yeah.
I followed it for so long between summer and fall that like now my YouTube's kind of flooded with it.
Oh, okay.
So like I'll scroll past and I'll just see all these thumbnails of like,
Yeah.
NASA's lying to us. 3-eye Atlas is encountering Earth. All this stuff. It's just like I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, why is it that NASA can't or doesn't want to
Right.
give anybody any information?
It's not like at this point we couldn't handle anything else that they throw at us. I mean, we're always
That's like the question that I have right now about just everything.
just all of it.
It's just like can you just not feed us the bullshit? Can you just not
Just be straight.
yeah,
You know.
like well we can't handle it. Oh, we can't handle the fact that the CIA was behind killing John F. Kennedy. Well, we all suspected that for a long time.
No, but we got to be worried about Diddy being upset about 50 Cent's documentary on Netflix.
Oh yeah,
that's
that.
the problems we deal with.
Well, serve your time, son.
Yeah,
don't worry about it. Well, he and 50 Cent have some.
They got some
serious
history.
beef. Yeah, history and some beef. But
I just think it is pretty funny though that you mean to tell me you're upset that they're using evidence that you didn't consent to, but you're the guy that committed the crime and you're in prison.
You're also the guy that committed crimes against people without their consent.
Right. Do you think they gave him access to his Netflix account in prison? Maybe that's why.
Yeah, how do you know about it?
Yeah, how did he know? Unless he's got an outside person,
Yeah, I'm sure he's got an outside person. He probably had I don't know what kind of prison he's in. So he's probably got a lot of special privileges.
Oh, I'm sure it's a very safe environment for him.
Yeah, he's probably got
you said, money talks. When you got money, and even if you're in prison, you're safe.
Yeah.
If you got money.
Well, yeah, exactly.
He's not in Gen Pop or anything.
I wouldn't think so.
Wouldn't think he'd probably be dead.
Well, yeah, that stuff's not looked upon well.
No, it's not. Especially in prison.
Right. It's not something that they don't. Even criminals like that have scruples. So
yeah,
yeah,
they still have some morals.
Yeah, exactly. It's not acceptable to do that. Now, if you wanted to kill a regular person,
that's totally fine.
Totally fine. However,
don't touch a kid.
Don't touch a kid. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Did you see that? I guess we got 2 more weeks until the deadline for the Epstein files to get released.
Oh, right.
By the 19th or something. But these pictures that were released of the home on his island.
Oh, I didn't see this.
I mean, none of them were overly weird, except for the fact that there was a picture of a room that has like a dentist chair in it.
Okay.
That's weird to me.
That seems like a torture chair.
Right.
That doesn't sound like he has a
home
dentist.
Was he going to tell you he has I have my own private dentist?
Right. Yeah. No.
I only go down to my Caribbean island to get my teeth cleaned.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No. That's used for.
I don't see dentists in New York City.
Yeah.
I gotta go to the Caribbean for that.
Yep. Yeah. Gotta get your gold teeth down there.
Yeah. So, well, like I said before, I think that's just going to be a big nothing burger. We got
Yeah, usually is anymore. I mean, the stuff it's like all the stuff that's been dragged out for too long. Then they finally release it and no one cares
and
anymore.
at that point, nobody cares.
Yeah, it's
exactly.
like, oh yeah, we knew. Okay, we get it.
Yeah, that's yeah,
That's
what I
like
think is
if
gonna happen
in
here.
6 months from now they're like, oh my god, aliens are invading Earth. And it's like, yeah, we kind of figured at this point.
We've been talking about that.
Yeah.
We've been telling you that. You wanted to deny it for the last 50 years.
Right.
But okay.
Whatever.
Yeah.
We know you got grays underground in some
Yeah.
bunker, prisoned behind a, you know.
I read this article. I don't even remember the source of it. But it was this quote unquote scientist that said that, his theory is that aliens are already living among us.
Right.
They're already here. And I'm thinking, okay, what does that look like? Is it like, are they able to disguise themselves so they just look like normal people?
I would think so. I mean, there's so much.
So what are they doing? Like reconnaissance work? Just trying to like check us out, see what we're
I mean, they
doing?
could be in the
Stupid
cubicle next
shit
to you at
we're
work, like. I mean, look at and I know it's all like science fiction and fantasy and stuff, but like look at all the books and movies and stuff over the last 100 years that we've managed to just come up with just based off of what we know.
Yeah, that's true.
And we've created things to a point where it's like, oh, that could happen.
Lo and behold.
Right.
Shocker.
We got Men in Black over here.
Yeah, right. Where'd that come from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I was somewhere today and someone revealed to me that they were an alien, I'd be like, yep, I'm not surprised.
Well, it's like that. Did you ever see that movie Frailty with Matthew McConaughey and
No.
Bill Paxton?
Nope.
Oh, you haven't ever seen it?
No.
You should watch it. It's from, I don't know, it's like 2002, 2003.
Okay.
I had it on the other night when I was laying in bed because I
What's it
hadn't
called?
seen it. Frailty.
Frailty.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the premise of the story is like when Matthew McConaughey was a kid, he and it was him and his brother, his mom had passed away or whatever. And his dad like wakes up in the middle of the night and comes in their room and says, I had this vision from God that we're supposed to kill the demons. And they're like, he's like 12 and his brother's like 8. You're in okay. What, does that include us? Are we supposed to do something? Yeah. And then, this whole thing, there's going to be 3 weapons that we're going to find. And you still got to kill the demons because they're going to look like people, but they really are demons. And he's going to send me this list of names of people who are actually demons. Yeah,
Sounds kind of good.
It is actually a good movie. Yeah, I haven't seen it straight through for a while, but I mean, it's a early 2000s movie.
Yeah.
It's nothing
groundbreaking.
Nothing spectacular in terms of the
That was
cinematics or whatever like that. But
we're talking like McConaughey, like rom-com career era too.
Yeah, just before that.
Yeah, like
right.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days time
period. Right.
Before he got into like really good roles.
Yes, so that time frame. But it's an interesting movie. Yeah, so that's like the same concept. It's like, these demons are here, like, and we got to kill them.
Yeah,
but they look like people.
When I picture an alien invasion, like for real though, I imagine something like World of the Worlds. Signs.
Yeah.
Arrival.
That was a good one.
Arrival's that's a really good one.
Yeah.
Independence
Day.
Independence Day.
Like full on like fighter jets.
Yeah.
Fighting UFOs.
Right. Yeah.
I just can't. I have a hard time wrapping my head around why aliens would want to come here at all. Like,
yeah.
Like if they're supposedly superior to us in
any way,
in every way possible, except their looks, maybe.
Right. Maybe.
We don't know for sure, but what would be the purpose of that?
Yeah, and and that's the other thing that we don't know. It's like because there's life on this planet, and we don't know if there's life on any other planets in our solar system,
right?
And we're an intelligent species,
right?
To an extent. And Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I I would hope that it would be to maybe assist and not take us out, or like,
Well, we certainly aren't posing a threat to them
no. I
in any
mean,
way, shape,
what
or
could
form.
we do
Right.
really?
What are we? Right.
Because I have to imagine if there's an alien race out there who's been around for thousands of years, has way better technology, weaponry, everything than us. Anything that our best military in the world couldn't do anything to.
Right.
You know, I don't know. I think we'd be shit out of luck if something just came down through the atmosphere and was just like, all right, you're done.
I mean, maybe they just go, you know what? We're just tired of watching you guys, and you're
Blow each
you're
other
so
up.
lame. So we're gonna just take care of it. For
The
you.
one planet that just decides to shoot at each other and blow each other up all the time and debate over stupid shit.
Yeah, let's go over there and just
Just
start fresh.
start it over.
Yeah, it could be like the Great Flood. It would just be an alien invasion
Yeah.
this time.
Yeah.
Like that'd be the reset.
Bring the dinosaurs back.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be. Well, I mean, they are kind of trying to do that.
I saw that. Did you see that embryo that they?
Yeah. Well, and they did the dire wolf cloning thing.
Yeah,
You
I saw that. Like, why?
Right.
Yeah.
I,
I don't know. I think Spielberg did a pretty good job at showing us what would happen if we've messed with the play God with dinosaurs.
Yes.
You know.
Right. You can't control them.
I don't know.
Gigantic and they're violent.
But that's the thing. I would not put it past us to pursue that. You know.
Oh, not at all.
If we had the technology, I mean, which we obviously do, because they're starting to somehow clone embryos of reptilian creatures.
Yeah.
They'll go for it. They'll do something with it.
Yeah, it's just like when you first watched Jurassic Park and you went, oh, this seems so crazy. It was cool, right? It was cool.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's so crazy. And now it's kind of like, yeah, well.
Yeah, because as a kid, you're like, oh, this is awesome. It's just dinosaurs.
I love freaking dinosaurs.
And then you watch it as an adult and you're like, this is fucked up.
Yeah. This is like, wait a second.
This is messed up.
Yeah. I don't. Is this really great idea to have people? Oh, it's an amusement park. Why? Because we're generating revenue. We're making money.
Yeah. So. And just like they're generating and making tons of Jurassic Park movies.
Oh my God. We just
I haven't even seen the newest one.
I have not seen the newest one either, which is, I don't even know what number that is in the franchise. 6?
Well,
7?
There's 3 Jurassic World movies. And I think this is a Jurassic World movie too, right?
Yes.
So this is the 4th of the World movies.
And
there was 3 Jurassic Park movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so 7, number 7 in the series.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Beating a dead horse.
Yeah, I mean, dinosaurs are cool, but it's the same story every time.
Every time.
The dinosaur
like we talked about
escapes.
mainstream. It's mainstream Hollywood just rehashing shit because they know the IP makes money.
Yeah, it's the same story. The dinosaur gets loose. Okay, it's a different dinosaur this time. Okay, it's still the same story.
It's a hybrid dinosaur this time.
Oh yeah, well it's just it's just one that lives in the water. Okay, it's still a freaking dinosaur that got loose and killed people.
Right.
We've seen this movie 7 times.
Yep.
Yeah, same old shit.
Crazy.
It is crazy. I don't know. Well, as we get closer to Christmas, I'm just going to sort of preface this, and we can talk about this some other time. But think about if you have any funny Christmas stories.
Oh, I do.
Good, because I've got a couple.
I've got a couple
doozies too, that I'd like to talk about.
I got some crazy ones
Awesome.
for Christmas.
Okay.
And who knows? Maybe we'll get some guests in here for the holiday.
That'd be great.
I'd like to see some people on here talking about some stuff.
Maybe,
so
maybe I don't know.
If anybody,
Santa Claus is going to be pretty busy, but we might be able to get him on.
Right.
We'll see.
Get him a drink. Get him some cookies.
Yeah.
You know,
bourbon and cookies. He'll be good. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in today. Thanks for joining again. We're coming to the end of the year. We appreciate everyone listening so far this year. We did get to see our Spotify wrap, so it was really cool to see all of you around the world checking us out, tuning in every week. So just keep watching and take care.